This is part 14, the end of the line. After hours of ranting, dreaming, roasting, and fanboying, I'm wrapping it all up with a love letter to Rockstar, written in blood, satire, and possibly cease and desist worthy rants. This is where I air my grievances with gaming industry, shout out the studios that give a damn, and demand better from those who don't. If you've ever screamed, "Why is everything live service now?" this part's for you.
Place, we ain't caring about your feelings, yeah. Anytime, any place, you can feel it here. Steve and Daniel out of space, so we clear the air. Any topic and it's safe, so just be prepared. Don't assume, keep it straight, we might keep it fair. Fuck the news, fuck a page, we gon' keep it real. If you tune in, then you sick for real. Fuck a Bluetooth, we took the red pill. Every image in the video, talk about it. Different views on the subject, we must talk about it. At the end of the day, we just talking, homie. Only me in the room, but it's like a party. Introducing Stephen Daniel, author, artist, all around great fucking guy.
This next part is what I call a love letter, not to a person, not to a place, but to an idea. An idea that Rockstar Games, the legends behind the GTA and Red Dead should evolve into a five-headed beast of storytelling, satire, and immersive gameplay. And no, this isn't just a wild pipe dream. Okay, maybe it is, but I think it's a good one. I put a lot of thought into this. Let me introduce you to my 5 proposed Rockstar Divisions. Division 1, the campaign engine team, the pulse of it all. Their only job is to pump out solo campaigns using already built environments. That's all they're doing. No new engines, no endless dev time, just creativity and writing. This is how we get GTA 7 in 2 years, not 10. It's how we get small, rich stories like LA Noire 2. This is how we get solo campaign DLCs for those type of people who don't want to play online. I mean, we all would like this, where we can play as different characters in that world. It's like, oh, this time we are this person. This time we are that person. It could be fun. And that leads us to Division 2. Now, what this team does is that they take those storylines that are in a solo and they expand it into the online. Now, I'm not saying, oh, they make in Division 1, they make the solo campaign and here's story A, and to continue the story is to go online. No, I'm saying that the solo story mode will have an expansion of story A, but Division 2 will take characters that are still alive within that story mode, take those characters and bring them to online. This is how you get an online campaigns, mini arcs, side missions, maybe more new characters. But this job for the GTA universe expansion, using the already existing map, characters from past GTA games to new ones, and all they do is to put them in online with good missions that have good storylines. I mean, you remember how Michael had to sabotage the Life Invader? Now picture that on steroids. Imagine a department writing fresh narratives yearly. They give us one big giant story in the top of the summer with a whole bunch of little updates and drip feeds that are within that theme, kind of like a studio working on the next season of the show. Just imagine you get a new criminal underworld to explore in one of the years, right? That's all they do is just pumping out storylines online. They'd mine lore from the past games. They'll weave in new protagonists and they'll expand the storylines like an episodic TV show, but playable, immersive, and deeply satirical. So that leads me to Division 3. And now this crew, they live and breathe the digital streets. Their job is to make GTA Online feel like a living, breathing, sarcastic version of Earth. So what they would do, this division, is to take that storyline that Division 2 did. This is where all the economic updates, the social features, the new interiors, the dynamic events, the housing systems, the cars, the outfits that relate to what Division 2 created for that year. This is when you drip feeding it. Division 3 would be updating this monthly. Every week, we have the things that are on sale and all that, but then monthly, which I would put it around the same time as the GTA Plus members, this will make the game feel fresh year round. This division would make online world evolve. So much potential. Now we move on to Division 4, Red Dead Online. Now, I am going to say something that's probably going to be controversial. I don't think there should be a Red Dead Redemption 3. I think the storyline is all done. So what I would do is just continue making Red Dead Online amazing. If there's a new platform, better platform, new upgrades, new generation of gaming, you go along and update it like how Fortnite does. There's not a new game. There's always just, evolving map. Now, I'm not saying to change the whole map or anything like that. If you want to expand it, that would be even great. So these devs in these division, what they would do is they would take everything we love about Red Dead, everything we love about Westerns, and they give us more. They come back hard with vengeance. They could give us the same thing I said in GTA Online is to something big, a big DLC. I wouldn't do it in the summer. So if GTA Online does it in the summer, then January, December, I would do something big with Red Dead Online. Rockstar gets players to stay within their ecosystem. It's like, okay, here we go. We got a big update and people are playing that for 6 months. And now there's a big update in Red Dead Online and they're playing that for 6 months. And then they go back in May or June. Then same thing. It's just cycle. It's just over and over and over and throughout. Something big and then drip feed a lot of the content throughout the year that's related to that DLC. This way, the developers can finally give us cabins by the river, homesteads in the hills, haunted mining towns, or a romance between rival bounty hunters. It doesn't matter. Just give us stuff. Let us run other businesses too. Then moonshine. Let us chase more legendary beasts, or let's get swept into folk horror stories in the Appalachian Hills. We need Red Dead Online to become its own universe again, not just a forgotten hustle. This division would finally probably give us jobs, real careers like being a sheriff, being a gravedigger, or a preacher, or ghost hunter, or a journalist. The potential is there. For certain players, Red Dead could be cozy, it could be terrifying, and it could be greedy all at once. Just expand on there. No RDR3, Red Dead Online with new characters, new stories, just keep it growing. And if you want to make a new map or expand it. Something different, something that keeps us coming back over and over as a cowboy. And then we got the 5th division, and this is just on a smaller scale. This is where Rockstar cuts loose and says, screw it, let's go nuts. And this is what I think they should do, is to create games that are smaller in scale, that gives us that same feel that we love Rockstar to do, but put that in other forms. I mean, the two that I think of, because I think it would be funny, but the first one I would do would be Pirates. Think Sea of Thieves, but with more cynicism, more grog, satirical colonial powers, cursed treasure, and missions that make you question whether you're the hero or the villain. Another idea is Rockstar's a medieval fantasy. Talking dragons, peasants, corrupted kings, dungeons, wizard cults, all filtered through Rockstar's sarcastic lens. This is Skyrim meets Vice City. I think it'll be hilarious. Smaller scale, giving us what we want. There's no online version of it. It's not super long, around 15 hours to complete. Because I've been through the time where I was able to play L.A. Noire. I was able to play Max Payne's. I was able to play Bully. Whatever they do, we know it's going to be good. And it keeps players within their ecosystem. I mean, think about it. You have teams focused on just one thing. You have love for GTA storyline. You have love for GTA Online. I mean, think about it. If you're a player and you're a fan of Rockstar and you're a fan of good games, you just think, damn, I'm going to get a badass DLC and badass story for the story modes of the GTA. I'm getting badass stories in GTA Online. I'm getting a badass GTA Online experience. I'm getting a badass experience on Red Dead Online. I get to play new games from them that take what I love about the way they do things, and they're going to put me in a whole other universe, whether it's pirates, whether it's space, whether it's medieval, whether it's stories like the Max Payne, so much more that we can make fun of. And you know what? I should add another division. Their focus, the next rage. New engines, new stuff, while we're getting content from all the other. It's, oh my goodness. They could take over the world by doing this. They could give us a proper Cyberpunk 2077. Because when that came out, and I remember seeing the trailer, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is GTA, but in the future. And then you play and you're like, fucking Rockstar could have done it better. By implementing all these divisions, this is how we get GTA 7 in 2 years, not 10. This is how we get smaller rich stories like LA Noire 2. This is Rockstar saying we could give you bite-sized masterpieces while the big machine keeps running. These divisions is how we get back to feeling something again when we play. That's the dream. Reasons to stay in love with gaming again. We're all tired of the corporate crap. We're all tired of being so plasticized, wrapped in 4K trailers. We just want to feel something when we play. We want to laugh. We want to gasp. We want to rage. We want to mourn. We want to win, lose. We want to care. Because you know what's wild? Rockstar's probably the only studio that stayed consistently great. I feel like there's more out there, but right now I can't think about it because I'm just talking about Rockstar stuff. If you know any other company, let me know in the comments. Anyways, everyone else, most of the other gaming studios, they had their moment when Rockstar was quiet. Then they got comfortable, right? They got complacent. And then when they did speak up, it was to unzip, stick their dicks in our mouth, and piss down our throats while whispering pre-order now for early access. Pay full price now for a beta game. You companies knew you were feeding us shit. And now you're scared of GTA 6. Because it's not just a game. You know it's not a fucking game. You know it's a fucking reckoning. And I don't feel bad at all. Not one bit. Every gaming studio that abused our loyalty, fuck you. Bethesda, you had us modding our own fixes since Oblivion. BioWare, you went from Mass Effects to massive letdown. CD Projekt Red, we love you for the Witcher series, but then you dropped the hottest Cyberpunk mixtape and forgot to master the fucking track. Ubisoft, you copy-pasted so many open worlds that I thought I was in an Assassin's Creed Groundhog Day. EA, you're just pay to win in human form, and I just hope that the NFL finally drops your fucking asses. Square Enix, if confusion were a business model, you'd be Fortune 500. Konami, you left the party and turned it into a fucking pachinko machine. Gearbox, thanks for Tiny Tina, but Borderlands 3 felt like a toddler on Red Bull. Hello Games, you lied to our faces, then spent 5 years making it right. Props for the comeback, but still. Telltale Games, you broke our hearts over and over after giving us an amazing game, Wolf Among Us. And then you broke your own company. Build a Rocket Boy, you hyped the universe and gave us vomit. You fucking CEOs use your titles from the past, and it's all coming out that nobody wanted to fucking work with you. And you know what? Your game is actually something worse than vomit. I can't even think of something right now, but you all acted like a little bitch. And I am so looking forward to Cyberboy blasting you off to fucking bits. Because I think he's just too damn nice, but I can't wait when he finally exposes all of this shit, when everything comes up. Rocksteady, just like Rockstar, you were the chosen one. With these Batman games, oh my gosh, with each one that was releasing, you did what Rockstar does. You gave us a greatness, and then you improved on it, gave us another greatness. The third one in the Batman trilogy, it was just beyond greatness. It was amazing. Then you announced the next game was going to be Suicide Squad. We were fucking ready. We were excited. But what the fuck happened? Firewalk Studios? Who even let you cook? Two Rock Studios? No one knows what the fuck you're making. And we're still disappointed. Volition and Deep Silver? You took Saints Row and made it feel like a CW teen drama written by AI. Don't fucking understand what happened. You all had opportunities and chances to show us love. But instead, you overpromised in trailers, you underdelivered in gameplay, you fed us live service garbage filled with shallow grind loops, scummy monetization, an identity crisis that pleased no one. And you managed to piss everyone off. That's why right now, we are fucking tired of it. Because you ignored fan feedback, you doubled down on bullshit, and then you had the balls to ask for more money. Worst of all, you refuse to take accountability. You fumbled greatness, and that's why indie devs are shining right now. Because they remember what the rest of you forgot. They remember gameplay. They remember story. They remembered soul. Not loot boxes, not season 12 battle passes, just good fucking games. And in the middle of all this mess for years, Rockstar just standing there, waiting patiently. And you know what? They're still standing. They're still on top. I mean, like I said before, with that GTA Trilogy remaster, yeah, but that was outsourced. I think it was called Grove Street Games or something like that. Not Rockstar proper. So yeah, to me, that doesn't really count. It wasn't even them. That's like blaming the chef because Uber Eats dropped your food upside down. But every time Rockstar drops a real game, and I'm not talking about GTA Online or Red Dead Online, I'm talking about the main base games. They don't just raise the bar. They pick it up, beat the industry with it, and then drop kick it into space. They embarrass every single one of you studios like a substitute teacher getting roasted by a 7th grader with a TikTok following. Rockstar bitch slapped the industry like a grandma catching you reaching for a second cookie before dinner. They hit harder than an IRS audit on an OnlyFans income. To Rockstar, if you're listening, thank you for the worlds you build, for the characters we remember, for the satire, the music, the immersion, the detail, for respecting our intelligence. We see you, we appreciate you, and if GTA 6 delivers even half of what the rumors say, y'all aren't just releasing a game. You're launching a cultural event, a line in the sand, a remember where you were when moment. So from fans who still give a damn, we can't wait, and we are rooting for you. Anyways, I went off a little there, lost my place. Forgive me, listeners. Let's go back to my notes. I got one more thing to talk about before wrapping up this episode. Let's flip the script real quick. And I've been talking about all that stuff that I want in GTA 6, but now I want to talk about the shit that I don't want. Let's start with this one. Do not release online on launch day. Please, Rockstar, I'm begging you, let the story shine first. Your single-player campaigns are art, deep characters, wild dialogue, fully immersive cities that make you want to turn off fast travel just so that you can vibe. Fully immersive cities that make you just want to vibe to the radio while cruising. Don't let the online overshadow that. When GTA Online drops at launch, it's chaos. New systems, overloaded servers, social pressure to jump in before a player is even done meeting the story's second protagonist. Let us breathe. Let us learn the world of Leonida. Let us explore every street corner, rob a few bodegas, take in the skyline, and get attached to the characters before getting dive bombed by some 22-year-old on a scooter named XX420 Sniper Punk XXX. Plus, let's be real. Online launches are almost always a shit show. I remember GTA 5. You would log in and everything broke and your character looked like a melted Sims mod. Rockstar had to apologize with fake cash. So yeah, delay online. Trust me, it'll keep the hype going a little longer. Now on to future weapons. Can we not turn this game into a sci-fi sandbox, please? Don't get me wrong. I use the ray gun all the time. That thing blows up helicopters so fast, but it feels like a glitch in the Matrix when I'm doing street level crimes with the laser cannon strapped to my back like I'm in Call of Duty 2099. You can't tell a grounded drug empire story and then hand me a Widowmaker. It's like mixing Breaking Bad with Star Trek. You gotta pick a lane. If you must include feature tech, maybe keep it in a separate lobby or tone it way down. Give me more grounded weapons, like more different pistols, tactical shotguns, suppressor SMGs, something I can hold sideways and yell Grove Street for life with some pride. And then how about the vehicles? I'm talking about the Deluxos, the Oppressors. Look, I love my Deluxo. Like I said, I'm a huge Back to the Future nerd. I mean, I used that baby like it was my Batmobile for a while. But over time, it just broke immersion. Same with the Oppressor Mark II. Yeah, I use it still now to run crates. I'd fly over a gang shootout, snatch the product, and dip, but it got to the point where it didn't feel like GTA anymore. It felt like I was in Ready Player One meeting wacky races. Half the lobby was in tanks with hover jets. The other half rage quit before they could step outside their apartment. And me, I'm trying to sell cargo without getting locked on by some dude in neon lights playing dubstep through his mic. Please bring back real cars, muscle cars, sedans, blacked out SUVs, grounded vehicles that feel like they belong in the criminal underworld, not in Area 51. And if you absolutely must bring back the futuristic rides, nerf them to the ground. No missiles, slower speeds, cost a fortune. Make me jump through 18 flaming hoops to even get one. Let the game feel like the crime in the streets again, not cyberpunk mercenaries at a cosplay rave. And you know what gets me hyped more than anything is when I heard, and I don't know how true it is, but it's everywhere now, when I heard the 3 words, $2 billion. That's what I heard what Rockstar reportedly spent developing GTA 6. If that's true, if they spent that money, just let that sink in. That's more than most of those trash Marvel movies that left us checking our phones halfway through the movie. $2 billion. And you already know, Rockstar didn't spend that kind of money on bullshit filler. They're building something massive, something revolutionary, something that's going to reset the industry again. Now, I remember GTA 5, that beast cost what? Around 200 something million back in the day. That's not including inflation. And even then, online wasn't even the best part of the original vision. That was a side hustle, a happy accident. And that accident made them a money printing empire. But this time, they're starting with that level of ambition from the ground up. Every DLC, every experiment, every mechanic that they've added over the past 12 years, it was a test. It felt like a test. It was a dry run. And now they're ready to build something that lives, breathes, and remembers you were there. You can already feel it in the current online updates, right? That new heat system, that passive laundering income that turns active when the feds start sniffing around, that's intentional design. That's world building. That's Rockstar saying, we're not just making another game, we are making history. And if you need more proof, look back at Red Dead Redemption 2. Man, I followed one NPC for 2 in-game days, watched him leave work, go home, argue with his wife, wake up the next day, go to work, then after work, get wasted at a saloon. 2 different days, 2 different outcomes, 1 NPC. Who the fuck does that? Who else does that? Nobody. That's why nobody can touch Rockstar. Other studios have tried. They copy mechanics, they mirror styles, but their worlds always felt dead, empty, shallow. They half-assed it. They needed to rush it out there. Rockstar, they built cities with souls. And if you still don't believe me, go look at the buildings in GTA 5. I have yet to find a copy and paste nightmare. Every warehouse, every apartment felt like it was handcrafted, textured, real. I know this because I lived in California, the Bay Area, and SoCal, Southern California. I've walked the real streets that Rockstar reimagined. I can't wait to step into this new Leonida and say, damn, they nailed it. This company doesn't just raise the bar, they fucking melt it down, forge a new one, and make every other gaming studio trip over themselves trying to catch up. They're about to rock the entire gaming industry, and they know it. That's why every studio was quiet when Rockstar announced GTA 6. They were freaking out about delays. They were freaking about their own delays. Whether they should delay it or not, or they should do it sooner. Calendars were cleared. Release dates were shuffled. Everyone was terrified because Rockstar's about to show us what a real game development looks like. And as soon as they said, hey, you know what? We gotta delay the game till next May. Then what happened? Most of them within that rest of the week, we just kept saying, all right, release day, October, November, December. They know they can't compete. And let me say this. The fact that we've seen screenshots, 2 trailers, some legit leaks, and not 1 second of online footage, you know what that tells me? That tells me everything I need to know. That means that they're saving the nuke for last. What they're building isn't just GTA 6, it's a rebuild, a reset, a new kind of sandbox that born from 12 years of innovation, built on the backs of every mission, every update, every bug, every mod, every lesson learned. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, even half of what we're all dreaming is true, then when that curtain lifts, you better believe me, we'll all be right there fighting for the front row. Now, before I end this, I gotta say something to Rockstar directly. If you're listening, please. Use anything you want from these stories. All of it. You are good at listening to the community. Yeah, you fucked up with the trilogy. Yeah, you fucked up with Red Dead Online, not giving love to it. But understand this. I made these episodes out of passion because I believe in what you do. I believe in the art of it, the scale, the impact. You gave us games that shaped our childhood, our adulthood, and probably our therapy bills. And for that, I thank you. And to the gamers listening, this is our moment. To the ones who grew up on cheat codes and stolen banshees, to the ones who stayed up till 4 a.m. running heists with strangers who became family, to the ones defending GTA with passion in the face of boomers and Gen Xers and non-gaming spouses who don't get it. This is for us. I know I've had dozens of ideas for these episodes that slipped away in bed, in the car, in the shower, while eating wings with my phone out of reach. But even without those, these episodes, all these episodes that you heard that had to do with GTA 6, they're packed with everything that matters. And I'm excited, as you can see. And that's it. We've been on a journey together through patents, childhood trauma, mall fantasies, map conspiracies. If you've made it this far, you're not just a listener, you're family. And Rockstar, and if you're out there, hire me or give me a hug. Either way, I'll know you heard me. Until next time, stay out of place, stay chaotic, and remember, if you're not role-playing as a corrupted cop named Rick in Vice City Mall, are you even living? Next time on Out of Place, I'm going to continue talking about games because of something that I saw. I'm going to be defending us, the gamers, because I'm sick of people acting like we're wasting time when they're the ones binge-watching garbage reality shows. I said it. But until then, stay hyped, stay grounded, stay ready, because GTA 6 is coming, and when it drops, everything changes. I love you, I appreciate you, and always remember to smile.